With week one of free agency over, the Boston Bruins still aren't complete yet. There's still some more things that need to be done to make this team at the level we want to see. However, there are a few issues that can arise and will arise in this situation that we're going to have to talk about, especially with the departure of Jake DeBrusk. And now we also got to talk about Trent Frederic. Could we see an extension for him coming soon? After his play has been absolutely fantastic over these past few seasons, he's only getting better and better by the year and will be a UFA after this season. So I'm going to be talking about all of this stuff here in this video. Before we get into it, though, we know 75% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. You're looking for a spot to get all of your Boston Bruins news. You're in the right spot. Hit the sub button. Join me here as we cover everything that the Boston Bruins have to offer in this offseason. And as I said, the Boston Bruins are not done yet. We're still waiting on Jeremy Swayman, but there are a few more things that we need to keep an eye on as this offseason progresses. But let's get into our first topic here, which, as I said, is a pretty big potential problem that could arise from this team. And that's the lack of scoring wingers at the hands of the Boston Bruins right now. A recent Athletic article has really brought this to light to me and many other fans alike. A lot of discussion has been going on about this recently because of this. And we're going to start it off with this one here from The Athletic. The Boston Bruins' biggest off-season free agency, I guess, problem, or what they still have left to sort out, is a scoring winger. The Bruins do not have a consistent scoring presence aside from David Pastrnak and Brad Marchand. Marchand, even this year, not too much into that. They're worse off for letting Jake DeBrusk go. It's hard to say whether Fabian Lysell, their 2021 first-round pick, can make an NHL breakthrough in camp as the number 2 right winger. The Bruins do not have enough cap space to sign an impact winger, and they will have to produce offense somewhere else. And this is from Flu Toshinzawa for, the Boston Bruins Athletic, his division of it. But this is absolutely a really big piece that the Bruins are going to have to figure out. Right behind Jeremy Swayman, that's really the number one priority now. We acknowledge it. We know that is going to be their number one, but this has to be a close second. The lack of scoring wingers is really, not ideal. It's not really a topic where you feel comfortable with right now if you're the Boston Bruins fan or even if you're the Boston Bruins themselves. They do have some very good talent on this team that can and will, help out the offense a lot. New addition of Elias Lindholm, not really known for his offense, but if we could see what we had seen with the Calgary Flames, this could be a very great addition to this. And as this article said, David Pastrnak, Brad Marchand, really the only two that we have right now that could, go up and score 30 to 50 or more, as we've seen from David Pastrnak last season. But still, you can't rely on those two players to have this all done. So what could they do? We know that the Boston Bruins lineup right now is pretty much structured as this. Similar, but not exact. David Pastrnak, Pavel Zacha being moved to the wing. Won't be on that first line, in my opinion, but with Elias Lindholm, that could be the case. Depends on what they want to do. Brad Marchand, Morgan Geekie, not a second-line winger, in my opinion, and we're yet to see where or if he could play there or whatnot. Trent Frederic, who, as I said, and we'll mention later on in this video, getting a lot better. And we've seen this season, this was a real tell season of what we could see from him coming up in the upcoming years. As well as Fabian Lysell. Once again, another really big what are we going to see from him this year? Still a very big unknown. And Johnny Beecher, Justin Brazeau, I'm still saying has elite potential. Just get him the games, get him on the ice, and we can see a lot coming from him. Brad, not really the scoring winger, as he is so much a big body, big presence, but still could definitely put the puck in the back of the net, as we've seen in the OHL, as well as Johnny Beecher. Good at faceoffs, but playing the wing here. So, as you can see from the list right now that we have in the NHL, and obviously this is not any set lines or anything, but there's not too much of a super offense on the wings at all there, really. That's going to be something that's going to have to be worked on, but we also have what's in the system. That's really the other part of it. Could we see some of these guys make the NHL this season? Could we see some other players just kind of get in the lineup if we don't see any scoring or any breakthroughs early on? And from what we have right now, Georgi Merkulov, really the key one here on this list, as well as Fabian Lysell for a potential move to the NHL next season, really shows that he could be and could have that potential that needs to be in a goal-scoring winger. But once again, it's still all about the what-if factor, and that's really the thing the Bruins are going to have to get over. They're going to have to get over that hump and just have to make it work. That's really the issue. And as you've seen from that article in Flu Toshinzawa, they need to do something internally. You can't go out with the money you have, $8.6 million currently, without signing Jeremy Swayman, you're going to be pretty tight to the cap, if not over it by that time. So let me know. Do you think we're going to see anybody signed in, a free agent, very cheap ones, a sneaky one, or do you think it's going to be a lot of internal stuff? And I'll say mine right now. I'm thinking a lot of internal. I think Lysell and Merkulov are going to be sneaky parts of this offseason, and heading into the beginning of next season, they're going to be a big part of it. But let's move on to our second topic here, kind of continuing on the wingers. This is Trent Frederic. Could we see an extension coming soon for him? And this is one thing I'm very excited to see. And as I mentioned, as I'm sure for some of you longtime viewers, I love Trent Frederic. The way he kind of not changed his career, I don't want to say, but switched his focus more to the offensive capability rather than his physicality is something the Bruins absolutely needed and something that worked out very, very well for his career. While still holding that offensive and physical potential at the same level, he could be a real elite talent and one player that a lot of teams are going to be afraid of when they play them. So this is what we have first. This comes from the Hockey News. So once again, as always, take it with a grain of salt, but this is mainly kind of just an opinion piece, really, kind of just saying it would be a dumb idea not to extend Trent Frederic. So this is what it says. After a season like this, Frederic cemented himself as a key part of the Bruins roster. He's given the Bruins a bit of everything as he chips in the offensive plays, a heavy game, and works virtually anywhere in the lineup. And with this, he has a big expectation heading into the 24-25 season. And as I mentioned, especially where we're kind of in a weird spot with the wingers right now with not having too many scoring ones, I think Trent Frederic is going to really need to take that next step as he has been. And as long as he continues to do this, we're going to see a brand new Trent Frederic in this upcoming season. And especially with some new line pairings and whatnot, I think he's going to get a much better and higher role and much more deserving role as well for what he has. But as continuing on with this, given Frederic's improved play and being a pending UFA status, he is set for a raise from his current $2.3 million cap hit. Thus, the Bruins certainly will need to consider that when discussing Frederic's next deal. It will be very intriguing to see what happens with Frederic from here, but he certainly has made a case for himself to secure an extension, and absolutely agree 100% with everything here. The $2.3 million cap hit right now is one that is going to have to be watched closely. A player of his play style isn't normally someone that goes and gets $6-7 million. I don't think Trent Frederic's at that level yet, but if we can secure him for a 3 to 4.5, anywhere like that for a few years, I would not mind that deal. His offensive play has been increasing a lot lately. Offensive ability, the physical ability, it all just mashes into one and really shows that he could be an elite talent, an elite force for the Boston Bruins for years to come. So let me know what you think about that as well. But that's all I got here in this video. If you did enjoy, give it a like, hit the sub button. But as I mentioned, let me know what you think about Trent Frederic. There's going to be a big extension coming, I think. It should be. Realistically, we should see one coming. But who do you think could really take a big step up on the wing is what I want to know as well from you guys. So, like I said, let me know in the comments, but that's all I got. I'm signing out. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.